Well, I guess that this is what just over 10 years ago must have felt like for the Arsenal fans when we beat them 6-0. Except that was different. You know, that was you could just look at that and go, no, that was a freak result. It was a freak result. Today, nah, not a freak result. And look, you're listening to someone who came on a preview, told you yesterday that we were going to lose. But there's lose and there's lose. There's lose that I thought would at least be somewhat competitive. I said 3-1. I get 5-0. 5-0. Today is without question, the darkest day in the football club, at least in the modern era. At least. I wasn't here for it, but I can only imagine that the closest, lowest point would be relegation in the late 80s. But even then, I'm guessing that team you could look at and go, was it expected? I mean, Chelsea got promoted the following year anyway, but this is dark. This is dark. This is dark. And like I told you, I expected a loss, but not like this. Not like this. It's crazy because as soon as the game started, 20 seconds in, I was like, okay, this is going to be a long night. This is going to be a long night. And I think it was at 2-0. I put out a tweet going, yo, you know what? Just over 10 years ago to the day, so it's been 10 years and 1 month, we beat them 6-0 at the Bridge. Yeah, what do you think is going to happen tonight? We're lucky it was just 5. Tonight could have easily been 12. 12. This club finds new ways to shock me, new ways to surprise me, new ways for me to go, yo, did that just happen? Like, did that just happen? I think I've hit the bottom. I think I've hit, the lowest of the low, bottom of the barrel, whatever you want to call it. And then, nope, I realize I'm not halfway. I'm not even halfway. There's so much more to go. Incredible. 5-0 to the Arsenal. 5. I can't even be bothered to analyse the game. If I'm going to be honest, there's no need to analyse the game. But one thing, I was on the brink of mentioning something about the game, and I'm like, there's no point. Actually, you know what? I'm going to mention it. I remember seeing the lineup and thinking, yo, yeah, we're getting killed. Just on a side note, a little side note of what I want to talk about, because the big elephant in the room, don't worry, I'm coming to it. I wanted to ask, how is it possible? How in the blue hell did Disasi and Badiashile walk straight back into the team for an away day at the Emirates? How? And how is Carney Chukwuemeka not coming in the place of Cole Palmer? How? And how is Chalobah coming on after we've gone 4-0 down? How? And how is Thiago Silva coming on after going 5-0 down? How? I'm sorry, look, I got to hand it to Thiago Silva. If I was him, I'd refuse to come on. I'd refuse. What, you're going to disrespect? Bringing on Thiago Silva at that moment is disrespect. He's above that. He shouldn't have come on the pitch. Let alone, what are you going to do with 2 defenders after you've already gone 4-0 down? Well, I don't know, right? What, you scared of 7? But you're going to bring on Thiago Silva again. Disrespectful. Everything we've seen today, he's completely above. Like, he shouldn't even be here. We shouldn't have even seen him today. He should be at home. Instead of him actually starting the flipping game, him and Chalobah look good. Nah, bring on Disasi and Badiashile. Whilst we've got no right back and we've got to play Gilchrist there and we've got Kukurea on the left. Yeah, no problem. Brilliant. And not just that. This is going to lead me into a nice segue for the big elephant in the room. But if I'm going to start off with the players, I'm sorry, come on. Now, look, tonight is the night where we all have we're all going to... Anyone has an agenda on anything, put it down. Put your guns down. It's like that meme with Michael Jackson putting the gun down, you know? So put it down. Now we got to be honest with ourselves, yeah? Let's just say it as it is. You know what tonight has done? Tonight has revolutionized everything. You know what it's done? It's actually brought together the fan base. Incredible. Tonight has actually brought the entire fan base together on the same page. Because this is a new low. This is lowest of the low of the low of the lowest of the low. 99% of these players don't belong here. It's as simple as that. Let's just call it as it is. 99%. We've got players that don't know how to hit the ball. We've got our centre forward, who's meant to be a centre forward, who's putting his hand up instead of heading the ball. Some people are going to say he didn't want the defender to hit him. JT put his head on the line in a final, in a place where the only acceptable place for any body part to be would be the leg. He done that in the final, got knocked out, got sent to hospital, discharged himself to join the celebrations in the dressing room. That's the sort of man we used to have that used to put his head through anything. Now, a striker's about to header a ball. What are we doing? So 99% of these players, it's actually mad. We're talking about Arsenal versus Chelsea. We're looking at, you look at some of the players that are on the pitch, some of the players we're bringing on, I'm just like, this is Chelsea Football Club. Do you guys understand how heavy this shirt should be? And we are making it look like as light as a feather. How have we done that? I'll say how. Because look, tonight's the night. Tonight is the night. Tonight is the night. The night. For what? I'm going to tell you. Man, you know what? On a diversion, really quickly, I couldn't do a watch-along tonight because my entire OBS was going through an upgrade and I couldn't access any sort of live streaming, yeah? It wasn't happening. I don't know how I would have reacted on this watch-along if I did it. I really don't. But I can tell you one thing. To sum it all up, and I think, like I said, everyone's pretty much on the same page now. A lot of faith has been lost in a lot of these players. Pochettino needs to be sacked tonight. End of story. End of story. Tonight, you're gone, mate. I'm sorry. Even if it means we got to give it to Billy McCulloch, the masseur, for the rest of the season, I don't care. This is unforgivable. And after you do that, Winstanley, Stewart, you're gone. I can't trust you to run me a bath, let alone to go and get me another player, let alone to go and get another 5 or 6 players. I couldn't trust you to run a bath. You guys are gone. So this is a massive appeal to Todd Bowley. Man, you guys got me going like the old school Younes, man. My first video was a message to Roman Abramovich. That was my first ever video on YouTube, yeah? And if it's still out there rambling somewhere, then you might find it. But you got me coming on it doing the same thing now, sending messages to owners. Todd Bowley, Bedad Igbali, Jose Feliciano, Clearlake Capital, Wiss, if you even know what's going on. All of you. Tonight's the night you get rid of everyone that we've just mentioned. If you give a damn about this football club. If you care about this football club, and if this defeat hurts you in the same way it hurts all of us, by the way, refund every single fan that went to the game tonight. Not just for the ticket, but for the transport and for the food and for the expenses and for the time. They should be paid salary for witnessing that tonight. Yeah? Because they gave up their time to travel to the Emirates. Thankfully, it's not too far. It's just the other end of the tube line. But all of these guys need to go tonight. Tonight. And then change the flipping model. Change the structure. Change it. This is not working. This so-called dumbass process. Stick it where the sun doesn't shine. It's not working. End it. Change it now. If you don't, what comes your way will be no surprise. Let me just say that now. No surprise. If you don't want to change, honestly, at this point, it's just a cause of having to try and cause a ruckus to get you guys to sell. Sell up. Take what you brought in and pack your bags and get out of this football club. See you later. We don't want to see you again. If you refuse to change the model. If this isn't the biggest wake, I just saw a replay of Jackson missing from a yard out. He missed a target. I mean, how? If this isn't the biggest wake-up call, nothing will be. So tonight's the night. Pochettino gets sacked in the tunnel. Yeah? Take a leaf out of Roman's book. He sacked Carlo Ancelotti in the tunnel. Ancelotti. Man's still winning out. He's winning Champions Leagues and La Ligas and all that still. He sacked him in the tunnel. Take a leaf out of that book. Sack him in the tunnel tonight. Sack him at the Emirates. No need to come back to Cobham. We'll send you your stuff. Winstanley, Stewart, don't report back on Monday. Because I'm guessing you're not going to be there for the week now, because normally what happens after this is we get 2-3 days off, don't we? So that's the weekend. Sacked. See you later. All of you out. Everyone needs to go. Change it. Let's start again. And for the love of God, go and get one proper elite sporting director. And please, for the love of God, go and get me a manager that knows what he's flipping doing. Now, listen, I think it's safe to say we've been through many names. And for all the people that want to go down this new project route and new age manager route, and you know what? Even if we wanted to use data and emulate Brighton and all of this, we're still not doing it right. What, you think Brighton would have lost 5-0 tonight at the Emirates? Maybe 3-0. We're not even as good as them. So listen. Change it all. Because tonight was disgusting. Disgraceful, disgusting. I don't have any more vocab. It was evil. Tonight was evil. Yeah? We need repentance up in here. Like, tonight was evil. I feel dirty having watched that. I need to go and shower. One proper sporting director, one proper manager. Even if it means going and getting Thomas Tuchel back. Go and get Tuchel back, man. Rectify the flipping mistake that started this nonsense in the first place. Results like this happen. People call me crazy for wanting to go in for a Tuchel or Jose or anything like that. People that have actually won things in their lives. No, this is no. We're going backwards. Chelsea are not going backwards. We're not just going backwards. We've gone fast track Usain Bolt 100-meter sprint backwards. That's what we're doing. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And on top of that, Kai Havertz was the one that scored and celebrated, by the way. And I've not got a problem with that. Normally, I'd have a problem with that. Tonight, we deserve it. Kai Havertz, cheers. Good luck, mate. Enjoy. You're the sole exception who can celebrate and get away with it just because of the way that we're functioning. Good luck to you, mate. Good luck to you. I don't blame you now going to Arsenal. Live your life. Simple as that. I've got nothing else to say. I might end it there. POCH, directors, and a load of these players out the door. Don't belong here. See you a lot later. Peace.